Hi, it's Jess here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. So today I'm bringing you the project I made for the ink stamp share special blog hop. So this is an extra one that we do, and it's basically what we're working on. So what I'm working on is my customer thank yous. Now you may remember the card I made for the Kylie Bertucci's blog hop. So I was one of the top 10 winners of that, so I got to hop with her. So I made this card, and my intention to use it as customer thank you cards this month, and so I needed to make a little something to go with it, and so I made a little pouch, and that's Night of Navy, and that's Misty Moonlight. So I made another Night of Navy card, so it's a good thing I've got quite a number of them to make, and so I'm going to make the Misty Moonlight one with you now. And what this is it's just a little pull up with a lovely little tea bag. So everybody that shops with me gets a thank you card and a little handmade gift like this, and then if they use my host code they also get some free product as well. So I used all the host code rewards to buy stuff to send them as an extra thank you as well. So I'll show you my little Highland Heather version. So this was my prototype of the card, and this one's got a purple, a blackcurrant and blueberry one in. So yeah, like that. And I'm using the ribbon that I'm using is the trio. I'm not using the third one from it, and they just go nicely. And I'm also using this lovely Snowflake Splendor ribbon as well, because that's cute. So we are using also the Thank You Snow Much from the Snowflake Wishes, and the Snowflake, so many snowflake dies. I've already die cut out of Misty Moonlight the 2 snowflakes that I need to go on top, and what I need to do is use the Winter Snow embossing folder to emboss this bit of card, which we are then going to use to make our little pouch. Okay, so I'm going to get that embossed, and I will do my stamping actually before I go off and emboss it, and then I can die cut that at the same time. So I've got my stamp mounted, I've got my Misty Moonlight, so that I don't make the mistake again of doing Night of Navy. Easy mistake, but as I say, I've got half a dozen to make, so it doesn't really matter. So, and I will just make another Highland Heather, another one of these, and another Night of Navy, because I like them. Although I've got a customer who's really into pink, so I might end up doing some Magenta Madness snowflakes, because they were quite cute, weren't they? I did them before. So I am cutting that out with the second smallest stitched circle. As you can see, I've been doing them already, and I'm going to get this embossed, and then we'll make up our little pouch. So there we have. How gorgeous is this embossing folder? I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. I had a snowflake one years ago, managed to snap it. So delighted to have a replacement. So there we are, we've got that. So let's get this all sorted and scored. So this measures 4 inches by 5 7/8, and we're going to score on the short side at 3/4 of an inch, and all the measurements will be on my blog, and I will link to the blog hop on my blog if you missed it. And then on this short side we're going to score at 1 5/8, and then we're going to swizzle it, and we're going to score at 1 1/2. This is determined by the size of my tea bags. So this is for the twining. So I've got the fruit, Twinings fruit teas here. So this is set for, oh, that would be nice with Magenta Madness, wouldn't it? This is set for these ones. So the measurements might be different if you've got different tea bags, but you just got to sort of fiddle with them. But that, as you can see, fits in there quite nicely. Okay, so we're just going to fold and burnish these score lines. Do a gentle burnish so that I don't flatten out too much of the embossing. There we go. And we're going to cut these two rectangles off. So I'm going to bring in my big scissors for that. I'm going to notch ever so slightly up there. Just ever so slightly. It just makes the folding over a little bit easier. So, and then we're going to cut up just the inside of that score line. Like so. I didn't cut that very straight, but no matter. And then I'm going to take my corner rounder, which of course I forgot to bring it, and we're going to put that into the corner rounder and just round those corners, because it wasn't cut particularly straight. It's not done a great corner. Let's try it again. See if we can make that a little bit better. A bit better. And so that can go like that. Now I like it with the flap folded up on the outside, but you could equally have it so the flap's on the inside. It's just your preference. That is my preference. And as you can see, we need a little hole in the top, so we use this one here, fold them over, eyeball it to get it so it's in the middle. So I'm looking at what's hanging over there, what's hanging over there, and give it a good press down because it is going through multiple layers, and then just adjust accordingly because that one right near the edge, so we want that on the inside and put that one on the outside. Okay, and then we're just gonna, I've got the trimmer down by my knee and it kept coming away. It's very annoying. Right, so what we're going to do, so I'm going to put glue on the outside edge of that and the inside edge of that. So I've got my lovely Tombow that's decanted into this really little glue dispenser, glue bottle. So that's them down like that. And the reason why we cut that little bit up like that is so that will fold up nice and neatly. If it was all the way to the end, you'd have a bit of bulk there. So we don't want to put the glue all the way up to the end. We want to leave a bit of a gap. And then that will go nicely. How cute. Cutie, cutie, cutie. Love it, love it, love it. So now we need our bit of ribbon. So I use the, there it is. I use the Snowflake Splendor one to go all the way down and around. And about 11 inches is about enough for it. And we're going to have one bit, it kind of curls that way, so let's not work against it. So poke that inside out, and then that one inside out. I did a few weeks ago, I did a slider box with chocolate. So I do like this, and I've got to thank my friend Karen from Corrie Paper Crafts because it was a swap from her that made me see one of these up close and realised how to make them. And what happens is, as you push down, that comes back up. So there we go, that's super duper. And then I'm going to use I haven't got any Misty Moonlight ribbon, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to cut this to about 9 inches. That gives me enough to tie a bow. I just did a knot on this one because I'd written the measurements down that I'd written for this Purple Posy one, and it's thicker ribbon, and I was just doing a knot with it. But as this one's thinner ribbon, I thought, oh, I'll do a bow. So I'll probably change that one and make it a bow. So this is where we go Pete Tong. I was making another slider thing just now, and this was the bit where it went a bit wrong. So I want the bow to lie that way, so I'm 90 degrees to tighten my knot, and then it should sit exactly where you want it. So I need my nails shortening, they're too long, can't cope. Getting them sorted tomorrow. There we go. See, works, doesn't it? There we are. Pull that down. There we go. So a nice little bow there. Oh, there. So I'm just going to cut up these tails a tad. I kind of go in by the edge of the bow. That's sort of what I was trying. Cut a bit of that off. There. And then I've just got to put my sentiment on the front there, and my two little snowflakes on it as well. And so I'm going to stick the snowflakes to the sentiment because I'm going to put it up on dimensionals. So I'm just going to put a bit of this around the edge. And stick that around the bottom, like so. And then do the same at the top. I do love this play on the words. Thank you so much. Makes me giggle. There we go. And then I'm just going to get some dimensionals for that. And then I'm going to top it off with some coloured pearls. So there we go. Get them off. Nail stuck. There we go. Stick that on. Always like this blog hop because it is, there's no theme, so it literally is whatever I fancy doing. And I say I was thinking, oh, what shall I do for it? And I remembered I had to make the customer thank you, so I thought, oh, I'll do that. I'd already made a prototype. So I'm going to use me little pearls here. So I'm going to put one in the middle of each of those snowflakes. So I just want the two. There we go. And I used Night of Navy last time when I was doing this, and I can't remember if I used the light or the dark. There we are, that's now stuck on my finger. I quite like the light on it. I think that works. I think that's a good substitute. There. There we go. So that is my little thank you. Night of Navy, Misty Moonlight. And I have got a Highland Heather as well. So there we are. So if you want to go and see what everybody else has done, there's a link to the blog post down below, and then I'll link to the blog hop there. And if you wish to buy any of the stuff that I have used today, then there's a link to my shop down below, or you can get to it via my blog as well. Okay, see you again soon. Bye bye.